This is what it looks like from up here. So I thought for days and days, how do I introduce my father? He's my father, and he's also my boss. I am fourth generation in the family business. And so I thought about the thank yous. My parents gave me and my siblings really the very best childhood. We grew up on 1,000 acres. There were woods and forests, creeks to get up in the morning and ride my horse all day and swim in the creek with my Martinelli cousins. It was just really a fabulous upbringing. And one of our favorite things to do was to go out into the vineyard at dusk and get into grape fights. There's really nothing more fun than hitting your brother in the head with a big old cluster of grapes. And so one time we were out there with our friends and our cousins, and we were throwing grapes at each other, and my father came running down our driveway. He was furious. I just couldn't understand that. Well, it wasn't until I grew up and went into the family business that I realized money grows on trees in our family. And the other thank you is for my father, everything he's done to keep the family business alive in agriculture. So Dad was born in 1939, and when he was growing up, my mom and Nani told him, do not go into farming when you grow up, there's no money in it. So Dad went to college and became a school teacher, and ended up taking over his Uncle Tony's apple orchard estate, and has since been converting the apple trees into wine grapes. And that's part of our lot now, our Pinot Noir from the Bondi Home Ranch. At one point was an old Dragonstein apple orchard. So we're very excited to be here, and I know some of you traveled from very far away to come here and be a part of this. And thank you for supporting Sonoma County and agriculture, and cheers to all of our fellow vendors who are here. And so Dad's turn to come up. His speech will be a lot better.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Martinelli Sr.
Well, thank you, Julie. This is the first time that I heard Julie say that I was the boss. She always told me before this that she was the boss. That's great. Anyway, really, this is an honor. So I decided to write this out, so try to get it correct. And so anyway, my wife Carolyn and I would like to thank the Sonoma County vendors for this award. We are truly honored. She could not be here today due to health problems. But Carolyn, who deserves the majority of this distinguished award, Carolyn had the hardest and most important job raising our 4 children, and she did a great job. When the children were in school, Carolyn would come out and get our 2-ton flatbed truck, haul apples to the cannery, and then haul grapes to the winery. And that was really important for us when we first started in our agriculture business. My job was so much easier. I would go out and prune the vines, and they were happy for the rest of the year, and I had no arguments. We have a very long agricultural history in Sonoma County. We started the winery 38 years ago. I've been farming for 55 years. But the first generation that started the family business of grape growing were my grandparents on my father's side. The Martinellis came from Italy in the 1880s, and they had a dream to have a family, a vineyard, a house, and a winery. And they completed this in Forstville. My mother's parents also came from Italy in the early 1900s, settled in Sebastopol, and they had all apples. Carolyn's great-grandparents They came and they homesteaded property in Canada in 1864, and they were livestock people. So our family is very grateful to have been able to hold on to this land and develop it. Most of our heritage land now is in vineyards. So it's really, really important that we still have the same properties. It's a blessing to have our children, the fourth generation, have equal ownership with Carol and I in our business. Our granddaughter, Tessa Lee, is a fifth generation, and she is our estate director of our winery. I believe the sixth generation, they have great grandchildren. They're looking forward to telling the fourth generation and the fifth generation how to run a winery and how to farm in the near future. Then they'll know what it was like to me when the fourth and fifth were telling me how to farm and how to run a winery. I want to thank the vineyard workers, dedicated winemaking staff, the tasting room, administration personnel, and everyone who contributed to helping run our family business. We had a lot of help on the way to get all this done. Let me start again. One of the people that really helped us a lot when we got started in our winery 35 years ago was Helen Turley. She was our winemaker and consultant for 18 years and really showed us the way to make our wines and develop our style and operate the winery. So that worked out greatly. Our ancestors had a vision and made a great choice in settling in Sonoma County. The unique soil, climate, and topography here allows growers and vintners to make world-class wines in Sonoma County. So we're looking forward to raising a lot of money, hopefully, here in our barrel auction. And so I really want to thank you again for this award. Thank you all very much.